This is lesson 3, the loft project. We're going to draw the columns, a girder, and an array of what appear to be trusses. They're probably unevenly spaced, but I'm just going to select an interval and copy them. So let us hide the roof flare. Oh, that should be on the roof flare. Let's hide the roof flare. Let's select these guys. We no longer need those guys. We no longer need those guys. We no longer need those guys. We use these guys to draw the openings. So I'm going to go in and draw a circle for the outline of the column. Then I'm just simply going to copy it. Endpoint to endpoint, copy it, endpoint. That didn't quite work. Let me see if I can get the center. Can't get the center. Let's just draw it. If you click on an outside line, you can infer the center. 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 Okay, each of these is going to get extruded to a height of 16 feet. 16 feet. I can simply double click. Oops. 16 feet. Wrong way. 16 feet. 16 feet. The style settings are set to face style equal X-ray. That's why we can see through everything. I'm going to triple click. I have no reason to believe that we're going to modify these, so I'm just going to deal with them all as a group. So I'm triple clicking everything. I'm making it a group. Normally I'd make each column a component. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Create a layer called column array. And we'll put that group on a column array layer, and we're done with that. The truss sits on top of that. It's not clear what the shape of that is. I imagine that it's rectangular. I'm going to turn off the columns, the column array. And let's infer somehow that a line drawn from a tangent and endpoint. We can't quite do that, can we? Let's infer that a line drawn from center to center, a couple of these columns. Let's measure the diameter of the column. I'm going to call it 9 inches because this is not very exact. So I'm going to move this element in this direction 4.5 inches, and then I'm going to copy it in that direction 9 inches. And then I'm going to extend it the line. There's a couple things we could do. It might be easiest simply to draw from the end point to the edge, end point, edge, edge. Does that give me a, that's not good. Let's turn off the other camera. I've decided I'm going to make the girder 12 inches wide. So I'm just going to take a line. We need a point of reference because this drawing is so defective that we don't have a reference, an overhead line to tell us where that girder lives. I'm going to have to draw a line, and I'm going to displace it 6 inches in both ways. So I'm going to move it 6 inches that way. Then I'm going to make a copy of it, tap the control key, 12 inches that way, and that's going to be the boundaries of my girder. I'm going to turn off the visibility of the CAD underlay. And now what I'm going to do is extend that end point to that edge, go that way 12 inches into here to that end point. I think this should work. If it doesn't, that way 12, and then back this way. Okay, so there we have the outline of our girder. Well, we don't have to double click quite yet. We know it's going to be 12 inches in height. 12, we said that, yeah. Triple click, 1, 2, 3. Edit, make it a group. Give it an elevation, window, component attributes, window component attributes. Give it a Z position of 16 feet. Is that right? Let's turn on the column array. It appears to be correct. Okay. If I uncheck X-ray styles, good. We have that much done. Let's create a layer called girder. Let us move that to the girder layer and save this as lesson 3. I could take out these little lines if I want to, but I don't care right now. Lesson 3. And we're done drawing the columns and girder. All that's left is to draw the trusses. And we'll do that in lesson 4.